I love this.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And like, if they
You know what? This might be the only time we'll all agree.
come back, there's like 50 million fucking lickers all over the place, and I can't deal with them.
Like, what the hell were they afraid of? Just make a new IP, man. Stop remaking stuff.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to episode 3 of We Are Error. This week we're going to be covering the news, we're going to be covering what we've been playing, and you're going to want to stay tuned till the end because we've been playing some interesting games this week. I am joined by Nathan Gillybeard and Sam Gusty as always. So we're going to start off with the news. Cyberpunk 2077, it got delayed, but they've decided over at CD Projekt Red they will hand out to us mere mortals gameplay. We've got a 20-minute gameplay reveal, so we're going to take a look at that and commentate over it, see what we think.
Alright then.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Here we go. Right. Tell me when you guys can see that.
Yes.
Sam, you got it up? Alright.
Yep.
I watched it earlier. It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I was really wowed by this whole trailer. I will say though, in an unbiased way, because I like to be unbiased, the melee combat looks dodgy, as you'll see coming up. But like,
Yes, it does look really weird.
The world feels so vibrant and alive.
Yeah, that is.
You've got here a GTA world, a GTA maybe even bigger than GTA 5. And just look at everything. Look at all the detail. Look at all the neon, the way that they use the lighting. It's just absolutely amazing.
Just think from like, I think it. What year was it? What game was it? It was like a zombie horror game where you had like a flashlight, but like the flashlight didn't work. It just created the beam but didn't show anything. Like our lighting went from that. I think that was No More Room in Hell, which was a Half-Life 2 mod, I think. But
yeah, I do remember that.
Alright.
Yeah, it's like 2009, 2008-ish. To we're getting this full dynamic lighting. Like, this is insane how far games have come, and I like how everything, it looks futuristic, but not to the point that I go, I don't see how we get to that point. I can see like, that's clearly built on stuff.
It's very close. Yeah, it's very close to that what could happen.
I already love Jackie.
Yeah,
20 minutes
yeah, I
scene,
do.
I love this guy. I don't like his hair. His hair, get in the bin. This guy.
Yeah, I'm not keen. It's kind of like mine. It's like he's wore a headset too long and it's just kind of faded away at the top.
Like those old Japanese paintings. Like. But yeah. Like...
I love that robot voice for the police. It sounds so intimidating. It sounds so realistic.
Everything's based like whilst this is a cyberpunk and futuristic, everything's based in reality, which I really love. It's not just on like a iRobot like kind of nothing against iRobot, it's a great film, but like,
it is. You're right.
You know, like the film, the cars are like blitzkrieg fast, and it's like now it's like the cars are like steeped in reality, and they worked really, really well.
Yeah.
The male characters.
I mean, I don't expect anything less from the guys that made the Witcher series. Like, these guys clearly know how to make an open world.
They know how to make games.
Yes.
They know how to make games.
Yeah, to go back to the trailer, so what we know from this gameplay trailer is that the main city that you'll be playing in, or Los Santos, if you will, is Night City. And you are very much part of the criminal underworld of it, which I hope isn't too forced in, and you do have the option if you want to like become good. I don't want this to be like another prototype in which you're forced to be part of this organization.
It
the
gives you kind of free
customization
will.
options are so good in this game already. I would love to be able to just like, it's like Sims meets GTA, like in terms of how much life you got.
5 types of pubic hair.
And we can see all 5 present on Sam's chin right now.
It's not long enough yet. You will see it though.
It's not my length.
But yeah, the lighting in this scene is great.
Yeah, the lighting is doing a lot of the heavy lifting.
Fuck off. You got inside jokes nobody will understand. we're gonna skip ahead a little bit here because as much as we would love to, we can't spend minutes talking about
it is pretty.
Cyberpunk.
It is pretty.
So we're gonna have to take a look at the melee combat.
Yeah, this bit. This seems very, very, very clunky.
Yeah, it looks very mid 2000s first person fighting game. Like,
right, you know what it looks like?
Bog standard.
It looks like it's kind of an insult, but there was a fighting game, like a 3D third-person fighting game for the PS2 that was very clunky. They moved very similar, and that was for the PS2.
I don't think you need to go back that far. This is Mirror's Edge fighting combat. This is Mirror's Edge's fight. That is I was trying to put my finger on it, and then I got it then. That's the exact same way you fight in Mirror's Edge, and nobody liked the combat in Mirror's Edge. This is great though. I like this bit, but I do want to point out another thing with the melee combat I saw in another part of the trailer right at the end.
Apparently, guys, there's no sound.
Yeah, I've sorted it. Yeah, carry on.
Just one sec.
That was my
right.
That was my fault on stream.
But, I like what we say. The melee combat looks clunky. I say like this does not look clunky at all. The melee combat that's coming up here, like it's not really combat.
I like the hacking. I like the hacking.
Yeah, like that isn't clunky. I know it's just one hit, but it wasn't really clunky. So maybe it's just the punching that's
like how it actually feels to do that punch. Like it looks a bit off.
But we're gonna go back here because I want to point out a couple things in this scene. Is that this world feels so vibrant, lively to me that I instantly got uncomfortable around a nightclub as I normally would in real life. I love this bit.
Oh my god!
Just cracks his collarbone. Cracks his collarbone with a one hand push. Like
that was so sick.
This is, the only thing that worries me about that is that it's gonna go around down the lines of enhanced versus non-enhanced humans, which we've seen so many times before.
Yeah, but it looked nice.
The game, smile coming on Nathan's face when this shot came up.
Yeah, of course. Why not, man? Robot chick. Why not?
Yeah, this is a very, very visceral. Like the amount of detail.
Yeah, mate. Every day, every time.
It's gonna walk past. The attention to detail is going to be. I feel like it's going to be more along the lines of Red Dead 2 than along the lines of Last of Us 2, in which it's good detail. Not
they've got the typical pink and white neon.
Yeah,
that futuristic look. I like it, man.
That's what I was saying earlier. Like they've got the lighting perfectly here. Like for the environment that they're setting. Like it's unbelievable. It's just perfect. It looks amazing.
Yeah. There's Jackie again.
I just can't wait to explore this world.
If I was to piece together this trailer into like a chronological order, I would definitely say this part is 100% after the cop scene earlier, just because you're now friends with Jackie, which would make sense. You become friends with him after like escaping in near-death situation.
It does. It does give a lot of GTA vibes, doesn't it? Like just how it plays out. But it's not a bad thing. Yeah. It's not a bad thing. GTA have done good throughout all their games, man. It's a compliment.
It's just it'll be refreshing to see as good a world that Rockstar Games can create from a different developer.
Yeah.
So here's where they show off their new Afterlife organization.
I quite like this.
It's definitely criminal underworld.
Yes.
Again, makes me worry that this is going to be ham-fisted main story. But like, I like this bit. Like again, it's like stooped in reality and not too far-fetched. It's like a lot of times when the companies attempt to do this futuristic kind of thing, some things aren't futuristic. So like, in another game, they would have like used a headpiece, but in this, it's just his eyes change color. And
yeah.
They've done what a lot of people can't.
Nice little bit of world building here. Goes over some names. Goes over the organization. Gives you some info on some characters. With this woman being Rogue, best fixer in all of Night City. Tells you a bit of information on Dex, this mysterious character that runs Afterlife. Then we get to see a bit of the gunplay.
Only a tiny little bit. Like, I wanted to add that it seems like there's a hacking element, and I love that. The whole the fact that you can stealth missions if you want to.
Watchdog.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
I like how punchy the revolver sounds in this.
Yes, it's like a shotgun. It's like a hand cannon, I guess. Yeah. It's absolute beast.
The gunplay looks like it's going to be very good. A lot of people have been making complaints that this trailer has been very slow, but then I have to remind them so was the 2016 trailer. It's just trailers are slow.
Even if it's slow, they're trying to capture what the game is bringing. Like they can't just make a trailer like 10 minutes long because you're just gonna see the
it's too big of a world.
Things off. Like you can't. If he goes into if he just runs through the club and goes to Jackie, you don't see any of the club. If you got to this chase scene, the car's probably going to move faster, or like the gun's going to do less damage because he shot a car and it instantly went on fire. So it's going to be like a lot. It's going to be a lot faster when you play it, of course, depending on your playstyle. But like, this is a trailer that's designed to showcase things. It's not designed to push things.
Yeah.
That's for you to do when you play the game. But like,
they're just trying to immersify you already, and they've successfully done it on me.
I like this little segment. Like,
was that customization then?
He was going to a mechanic for repairs, and then we'll go back for it. He was going to the mechanic for repairs, but then it's like, I think it came up like he couldn't afford the repairs or didn't want to. So
I love this bit.
I think
you
can
have, choose to like
mechanic stat, and you can repair it to your knowledge, so it's cheaper. But
Mad Max
it doesn't do
like
much.
Yeah.
So it's like he decides to deal with it,
do it himself,
and then he just fucking pulls some plugs out, put some plugs in.
It seemed to work. He said he'd probably get to the next city.
A little switcheroo.
So like it's just dealing with that. You get a nice little look at how like corruption in
that interior is so nice.
Yeah. It's so much attention to detail.
Yeah, they have
so much.
I want to point out this little bit of as well. It gives a bit more world building where it's like, the mechanic is under fire because he hasn't reported to the sheriff that you're there, which is like, but you've only just turned up to get repairs. So it's like, how dystopian, dictatory controlled is this world? It definitely looks like it's leaning more on like corruption, just judging by how.
100%. I feel like that's the sort of cyberpunk vibe anyway. The sort of underworld sort of crime scene and
I'm really
tipping off the cops and all that.
I'm really hoping you get you can put in your own songs on this, because that would, one, fit in with the game's customization, 2, make sense in the world, and 3, be sick. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, that's highly possible.
This segment where you're like the outskirts of either Night City or you're on the border and you've got like this quest.
Just everything about it is beautiful. And I like that the fact that they've, the old trailer, which still looks really good, they've actually added on the models and they look even better this time round. So it's literally an opposite of Watch Dogs.
I love that little bit where you get to see about a person, like, and their affiliation and everything like that. I imagine that's going to happen if you level up your hacking. But it's just like, this is the part that I think received more flack for being slow, but it's, again, it's playstyle wise, it's, meant to showcase. Probably wasn't meant to just jump down, instantly kill everybody and move on.
Yeah.
It's like, you gotta remember, showcase a grenade, you gotta showcase the gun, showcase reloading,
Mm-hmm.
covers, melee.
So I'm guessing there'll be bosses and stuff, kind of like your Borderlands and that kind of.
I don't know. I'm thinking maybe it's going to take.
Shooters, and this does look like it's going to be a bit of a loot shooter.
I feel like.
I don't think it is. I think it's going to be
looking at the guns
like
and
Witcher.
damage indicators.
I think it's going to be like Witcher in a different environment, completely different setting, but the whole single player, the big story, you can level your guy up, you can get better.
So this is at level 12, so this is relatively early in the game.
Yeah.
If we go in by Witcher 3's leveling system, this is relatively early in the game. You can skip normal dialogue scenes, which I love, because I don't want to listen to every single side quest. But yeah, that was Cyberpunk 2077. Looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's hope it is. Remember, it's not a final look at the game.
It got pushed back again, didn't it?
Yeah, well, the thing is, it's
so.
better pushing back a game for it to be good than to release it and it be dead. You've ended the stream, Chris.
Yeah, because we're going.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to go on to the next one now.
Segue.
20 minutes talking about Cyberpunk, which is fine. Nintendo have announced themselves a new game, and it's Pokemoba, as I am calling it. I will refuse to call it Pokemon Unite.
It's not Pokemoba, you dickhead.
Pokemoba.
It's Pokemon Unite.
Pokemon Oba. Pokemoba.
Pokemon Unite.
Pokemoba.
I cannot wait for this. This is going to be amazing.
Was just laughing. I can't help it. I was crying.
Right, I've got a few bullet points that I just want to go through, Chris, if that's cool.
Let's go through the trailer first, and then we'll get to the bullet points. So we can just talk about them solely. But yeah, this kind of like, I don't know how I feel about this, because it's Switch and mobile. After Nintendo said they're gonna not develop for mobile anymore, they're doing it anyway.
I think it's gonna bring a whole new dynamic to MOBAs. I think this will attract a lot of a younger generation of kids.
It's on the wrong consoles for MOBAs. MOBAs are for
as a guy. But listen, as a guy that's never played a MOBA, that has never done the whole LoL thing, that's never done the whole Dota thing, I'm actually excited about this. I'm excited about starting my first MOBA, regardless of how like kiddie it's gonna be, or it's gonna be fun. I'm a big Pokemon fan. It's gonna have all the Pokemon that we love and we grew up with. It's going to be free to play Nintendo Switch, iOS and Android devices. It has no cross-platform. Oh, and it has cross-platform, sorry. Matches are 5v5 and they take place on a typical MOBA style map.
Standard.
Each side has control points that can be used to score goals. It plays in real time, and as any MOBA, your Pokemon will level up.
Is that like football?
No, I feel like it's just going to be capture. It's just going to be like capture zones within the map.
So it's more like outposts from Dota.
Yes. Each Pokemon has a unique move as well, which I'm excited about because I like the whole ultimate move thing, and I'm hoping that maybe you'll be able to down the line upgrade that or change that slightly depending on where you go skill tree wise. If there's gonna
is that me and Sam have played both the Dota and League separately. I've played both, but he's played League. So it's like we have a lot of insight in like what's like how this will perform in the terminology. So when you go, it's like each one will have a unique move. That's not an ultimate. An ultimate's a different thing. All skills will be unique, but what that unique move will be is like in League, each character has a unique passive ability that is always skilled regardless.
Well,
so it's going to be like
it's made by Tencent though, and Tencent owns LoL, so it's going to be.
You
know what I mean?
They have a stake in LoL. They don't own it.
Mate, look into Tencent. They like basically, they're like Disney, mate. They own everything.
They're shareholders in Riot Games, but they do not own Riot Games. So they have a stake in it. It's not something they own.
Shareholders, mate. I bet it's above 53% or whatever it needs to be. Trust me. Yeah, that's about it really. There's no type advantages, unfortunately. I was hoping for a bit of strategic play with that.
Yeah, there will be strategic play, but type advantages doesn't make sense in a MOBA setting.
Yeah, no, but it'd have been cool. It's Pokemon. It'd have been.
Well, have they confirmed that it's not going to have any element?
Yes,
counters?
I think I took this from a Nintendo source. I think so.
Right.
I don't think there's going to be any of the type advantage and stuff. If you were attacking. If you're playing a Squirtle, you're not going to do any more damage to a Charmander, for example.
It wouldn't make sense. There's still going to be strategic options because it's going to be like a Squirtle might still counter a Charmander because like a Squirtle might be like an anti-AoE and a Charmander might be.
They'll definitely be counters, and I think they'll relate it to the elements. It's Pokemon at the end of the day, and that's like a huge part of Pokemon, you know. So
I think it's better they've done it this way, because it's like if they do the counter elements like in normal Pokemon, it's gonna be like, oh, Squirtle just does more damage to Charmander. That's boring. Where it could be like Squirtle has a spell which counters Charmander's stuff. Like that's more entertaining. Like, or Charmander literally just can't go near Squirtle when he's ulting. Like I think that's way more interesting and way more dynamic rather than just you're Charmander laning against a Squirtle. You've lost the lane because you can't trade.
No, but you'd also have a weakness. You know, everything's got a weakness, Chris. That's the point.
Yeah, they will have weaknesses, but I think it's like if you have the Pokemon weakness, it's literally going to be Squirtle can't Charmander can't lane against Squirtle because he will literally lose every trade he does. So it's literally just like if you have a super effective system, it's either so not weak that it doesn't actually matter, or it matters and therefore it matters too much. There's no balancing that. There's no way you can make it so it's like a Charmander can still outplay the Squirtle. No, you can if you can't trade effectively because you do less damage and they do more damage. Then there's just not.
I'm gonna play it anyway. And if
100%.
If it is free to play, then I recommend everyone should try it. It's a Pokemon game
because it's free. We could even get together maybe and I don't know, maybe add it to the stream someday. Because you can because we're gonna force you to get one, Chris. We're gonna force you.
I'm gonna start a GoFundMe for a Switch now. But no, what I've seen from the trailer, it's mobile and Switch only.
Switch. Yep.
And my phone isn't good enough, and I don't have a Switch. So I don't know how this is gonna do, just because it feels like to me the marketing
it's not gonna do well. But I'm gonna have fun playing it
because it's like mobile gaming and Switch. You can hate on me.
It depends, man.
It's more casual with those consoles.
All you have to do is add a premium shop. You're probably making more money than.
Yeah, but what I mean is like it's gonna be a dead game quite quickly because it's on the wrong consoles. It just is.
No, it's not on the
Nah, it's not. You don't understand, Chris.
Chris, this is what I was saying about dynamic, right? It's going to let younger generations like Nathan's eldest, my mate's eldest, Jordan's eldest. It'll draw them 100%. Into the mobile, and then they'll be like, "Yo, I need this new Pokemon for my birthday, Dad. Yo, get me this on the phone."
If it has paid, you have to pay to unlock
it's a
characters.
Phone game, though. Oh.
If you have to pay to unlock characters, I'm not playing it. It shouldn't be a thing. It just shouldn't be a thing.
No, it won't. I think it'll just be like if you want your little Squirtle to wear a little cutesy Pikachu hat, you have to pay £50.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine if you have to capture them or something but if you have to do a fucking pay to get a system, I don't want that in a Pokemon.
No, I don't think it will, but there'll be definitely microtransactions.
My opinion on it is Switch and people that have Switches.
I think we should go on to
gaming.
Poke Cafe in a minute, Chris.
I'll make one more point.
Yeah.
People that have Switches and people that have phones are more casual in gaming, and you get it they are more casual stuff like Animal Crossing.
The market the market for the mobile gaming is huge.
Games. Yeah, but MOBAs are hardcore games.
Yeah, but Pokemon's never been a hardcore game, Chris.
Yeah, but
it's not. That's not. It's not aiming to be that.
Hey, Pokemon Tournament.
Oh, anyway, come on,
move
mate.
On to the next game. Hey, it's an esports scene. But moving on to the next game, which is again Pokemon related. We have Poke Cafe. Used to call these.
I've played this. It's a lot of fun.
Can you see it?
What's this? Poke Cafe.
I can't tell.
Yeah.
If you can see it.
Yeah. Me and Nathan have both played this. I played it today for the first time. Again, it's attracting a younger
It's the same as Shuffle.
Yeah.
It's the same as Shuffle. It's just done in a more fun way. Yeah. It's all touchscreen. There's no TV mode. There's no tabletop mode. It's everything's just on the touchscreen. It's a fun little game. If you're wanting to use your Switch, and I don't know, I'm a little bit wary of using the touch screen, but it just works really well in this game. Really, really well.
Yeah, I originally thought it was going to be a very standard Connect 4 mobile game.
Yeah, I was shocked when I started it. Yeah,
the gameplay, it looks more of an evolution of that style. I don't know how much more fun this version is going to be, but I don't know. It's not. This game's clearly not for me anyway.
It's
definitely aimed for younger audiences.
Yeah, so. And this is also another reason why I reckon the Poké Unite is going to be a big hit, because it's going to, if it's on the phone, kids
massive
have
fan base.
Every kid has iPads now. Every kid has a dummy phone. It's just it's gonna do well. Pokemon always does well. They wouldn't have been going for 28 years, you know, or however long.
It's
25, 26 years.
It's exciting to see that they have actually they're branching out from standard Pokemon. You know, you originally had Pokemon Go, which was like see how Pokemon does outside the standard formula, and now they have they had the Pokemon Coliseum, Pokemon Snaps coming back.
They've always dropped.
I can't wait for Pokemon Snap.
They've always made offshoots, haven't they? And they've all done well.
Not always. They stopped for a large period of time. Now we've got Pokemon Tournament, Pokemon Go, Pokemon Snaps coming back. They've got
good game.
What else? They've got Pokemon Cafe now, Pokemon Unite. It's exciting to see that the trend in gaming right now is branch out franchises. Dota is doing it. League is doing it. Pokemon started to do it. A lot of franchises are starting to branch out now and see, okay, what if we try it like this? Which is what I'm excited for. You're getting new, fresh ideas, but there's less risk because of that pre-existing universe and stuff. You know, I'm excited to see what more can come out from this.
Yeah, Jordan.
But Pokemon Cafe, I'm not excited for that.
Definitely, it's adapting.
Yeah, I'm not excited for Pokemon Cafe just because it's not aimed for me, but I am excited for what it could mean. Anything else to say about Pokemon Cafe?
No, I want to.
No, that's it.
Alright, now we're going for a complete tonal shift to.
Noel Edmund says deal or no deal on Pokemon. I say deal.
I'd take it.
Right, so now we're moving on to the next thing. Complete tonal shift. Ghost of Tsushima has received.
See, I watched the gameplay today, and
trailer.
Wow.
On top of it, it's received a what's it called? A gameplay trailer. I decided to not see the gameplay trailer to save my initial reaction. But
all I want to say is
excited for this game.
It's Dark Souls, but in a massive, expansive open world.
Yeah.
You have to time your attacks. Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
Everything has to be timed.
It's to me now a cinematic trailer. There's not really much to say about it other than this is not what the game's going to look like or play like. It's the point of it being a cinematic trailer. But at the very most, it shows off the engine's capabilities. The engine is capable of looking like this. We know it isn't
and it does.
Exclusive. It's coming out on the 7th or 17th American dates of.
You know what I'm gonna just say? That's another one for PlayStation. Where the hell are the Microsoft titles?
We've been asking that question since the Xbox One has come out. There's a missing post.
Honestly, guys, come on! They really need to pull it out the bag.
And now we've got the Ghost of Tsushima gameplay trailer. Can you guys see this?
I just want you to see, if you show this bit, I just want you to. The cape that flows with the wind. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful.
Again, I haven't seen a lot of this trailer. We did a little bit just for an audio test.
I tried to keep it fresh me, just so.
I didn't want to spoil my first reactions for this.
Yeah.
Because not doing 4K.
Yeah, I feel like with some of these games, Jordan just said that he thinks that they're waiting for the next gen console, but I feel like every generation bring out a game that is kind of pushing the limits to get the game onto the next console.
Sam, these developers would have had this technology a few years ago, right? PlayStation had been giving out their technology a fair few years ago. These guys. They're not going to know how to fully get the most out of the console, but they're going to be able to make it look beautiful, and that is what that's gaming for you, man.
All I'm going to point out is Last of Us 1 came out at the end of the PlayStation 3's life cycle,
and then it came out on PS4. I believe.
And how beautiful was that? How good was that game?
This late doesn't mean it's going to be bad. Quite the contrary, it means that it's probably going to be good because the developers believing in it enough. Like Sony's believing in it enough that they believe that they can sell it on the PlayStation 4 and then sell it later
on the PlayStation
as
5.
a PlayStation 5 port.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I definitely think it'll be pushed onto the PS5 and the Xbox X or whatever it's called.
Xbox X.
The Xbox X.
The Sexbox X.
Sexbox.
I'm just getting some news about the game. So I've got some news about this. So what we just saw there was the Guiding Wind, which is a fast travel system. Yeah, you know where it is because you see the winds on the screen. It's a very non-intrusive, the least non-gamey way of doing quick travel in games, I think.
Yeah.
And you get a horse in the game that functions like again in which frees horse does.
Chris, that article has just started playing a little chip tune for me.
Alright, I'm gonna keep going on it. Fortunately, Discord has decided it doesn't want to smile upon us today. And sometimes when I bring up articles, even though there's no sound playing, it'll start playing
It plays sound
through the stream, so there's nothing I can do about that. Nathan, Nathan, if you can get the article up and finish reading those bullet points when you scroll down. Hopefully we'll start playing something. It's in the official pod topics.
But
yeah, they do have
yeah.
Was it Assassin's Creed that did it? I don't know. Fable 3 light system that tells you where to go, but this game's wind.
Where did we get to, Chris?
Bullet points. We got to. We didn't really get to them. It's just I was just gonna point them out as they appear in the trailer.
Oh right.
We've already done the Guiding Wind and the horse. Yeah,
the horse. So you can pick bamboo and you would up. It seems really easy to be able to pick up this. It's just like as you're riding past it, you can just pick it up. It's not like a wait into harvest or whatever. It's not one of them sort of games. There's also Mongol-controlled farms, which is shown in the trailer. So the game's going to have objectives like rescuing hostages. And also, you'll be able to find, I believe, birds and foxes and things like that. And if you follow them, they'll lead you to like secret areas of the map, secret like caves or burrows, or you just got to follow the animals, and they'll show you where to go.
Yeah, I do feel like it might have like a survival element to it as well. It looks
Souls-like. That's
yeah,
the feeling
definitely.
I got from the first trailer we saw of free. This was going to be a Souls-like game. We know it's set in like China because it's the Mongol influence. So this is ancient. Yeah, probably like ancient China.
There's going to be fast traveling as well.
Yeah, we got that with
once you discovered. Yeah.
Skip ahead in the trailer now.
You can parry enemies. All I think it's going to be, it feels just like a Souls game, but in a really big, expansive samurai world. And I can't wait to play it. It's going to be absolutely amazing.
That's
like, I love the fact that you've got to like deflect the arrows and then like wait, bide your time so they come to you and then boom.
Oh, that is tasty.
But I seeing this, it reminds me of like this. Have you played the game One Finger Death Punch?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's like One Finger Death Punch.
I know it.
HD. You don't have to take away from it. One Finger Death Punch is a great game, and that was a sick sequence. But I'm confused about the setting because it says Mongol, which makes me think China. But then he's wearing samurai gear, unless it's just me being really wrong and racist. That is actually some ancient Chinese. It could be terracotta.
You've also got a grappling
hook. That
might
be terracotta, not samurai.
That you can swing across gaps, climb up ledges, things like that. So you're going to be able to expand even further.
Walls and get higher up.
So I wonder how hard it's going to be to get like that perfect counter.
I think it's going to be satisfying once you get it down perfectly. I think it's going to be like Dark Souls where you spend an hour on a boss, 4 days on a boss, 2 months on a boss.
Do some unique things and don't just go, alright, let's look at all the Souls-like games and take some from them. So they've got like stances from Neo. Of course, got all the Dark Souls influence, or like that's just going to be. They've got the Sekiro kind of parrying system, but not really, because it's more like it feels more like the Middle Earth Shadow of War games. Because where you get like the parrying in that works. If you time it
Yeah.
perfectly, once you get a perk, it's an insta kill.
Apparently, they must be very pleased with the way it looks because it's also got a photo mode.
Yeah.
Lots of games are getting photo.
You can just take
because now it's getting because the games now are getting 4K, and 4K on a 4K TV, 50-inch, mate. You could literally look at that and put it side by side with a real photo, and there's very little like differences now. It's getting so close to such. I'm
just gonna finish up for this one. It's also got a Japanese voice track, which you can choose. I'm guessing everyone's going to choose the Japanese, because if you're not choosing the Japanese, what is wrong with you? Like, I think don't choose the English version for this.
Probably would, yeah. I
yes.
I'd probably definitely go with the Japanese voice over.
But alright, so I've decided to pause it here because you get a look at a weapon wheel. So currently he's got kunais, smoke bombs,
Flashes.
some kind of like fire sword and a flash by the looks of things equipped, which is I hope that's fully equipable and actually useful, unlike half the stuff you pick up in Dark Souls, in which they're the most useless fucking weapons in the game, and most players won't use them. But hopefully they'll be useful.
Apparently you can also turn on a black and white film grain mode,
yes, I saw that.
which emulates classic samurai films, which that's really cool.
Yeah,
that's
cool.
That's the smoke bomb we saw in use. I'm not sure that looks good. Like, he just threw a smoke bomb down, wasn't like on top of him or anything, and the enemy just lost. So hopefully that stops the kunai's use for a quick kill. I love that execution. Let's hope that there's a lot of those so that it doesn't get stale. I don't know. There's not a lot to really say about this game because like they kind of there's like it's just doing everything. But I hope that it has its own identity and does it well. Maybe the cinematic nature of their kills and takedowns is its own flavour. Yeah, like the Sekiro grappling hook. The more I speak, the less hyped I'm getting for this game. Because I'm just noticing things I know more. But like, I mean, how cinematic this game is, though. I love that. Like, that's what Sekiro was missing. It was like the parrying's nice, but like, I don't see it's not shown in a fun way. These games should be over the top on everything, not just difficulty.
Yeah.
Like cinematic nature.
I mean, it's not a title for me. I'm more the casual Mario player. I'm not gonna get this because I'm just never gonna complete something like this. But from the way it looks and everything that I've seen and read about this, it does look a treat. It does look like a really nice treat to just gobble up and play for a few hours. I don't even know how long will the game go on for.
Game eventually, but not on release. I think it's definitely a game I'll have to wait for it to go down in price before I get.
It's a little it'll
I
be
will get this game
top
if
price.
It's a PC release. Anyway, I'm aware of the time. We do have to move on to the next game, unfortunately.
Yep.
Which is Crysis has gotten a new trailer shown today. The remastered Crysis, because we couldn't run the first Crysis as it was. We needed a remastered version. We got a new trailer for it. So
the question is, will your PC be able to run this?
You asked for the Xbox games. You see the fucking Microsoft logo? Yeah, I haven't seen this yet, so this is going to be my first reaction to this. As I said, it dropped today. Like we didn't have this planned till now. Gameplay captured from PC, so hopefully that means we can run it.
I watched this earlier, and I tried getting both of them side by side up. The intro.
Yeah.
The game, in all honesty, doesn't look that much different.
No.
I'm looking forward to it because hopefully, like Chris said, it will run better.
Yeah.
But
imagine that the remastered version is runs at a higher FPS than the original.
To be fair though, will your computer run it? That's the question, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because no one could run Crysis 1.
I haven't seen anything in the original Crysis.
No one could.
I played it, but it didn't run very well. But yeah, the graphics.
I mean, this game, it's a tech demo, isn't it? The remastering a tech demo.
That tree falling
Crysis
down
is a fucking tech demo.
That tree falling down looked terrible. That was like when Battlefield Bad Company 1 had destruction physics. Like, if you remember, they were great at the time.
Yeah.
Janky as fuck now. So let's not hope like that's actually how it's gonna be.
I don't think I'll be getting this.
I probably won't because I've not played the original Crysis, and this trailer's not making.
There's no.
I'm very dry watching this trailer. Sorry if you wanted like a positive opinion. I'm so dry watching this. It's like there's
like,
nothing.
It's in my opinion.
We lost Nathan.
Not
You lost me there.
Not gonna be a big release, to be honest. I think it'll be one of them games where people pick it up on summer sale.
It's gonna be a big release. It's Crysis. Crysis 1 was a big release. The remastered version's gonna be a big release, but I really wish they didn't show that tree falling down, man. That looked terrible. I'm harping on it a lot, but it's like it's not just the tree. Like that's like, what if the buildings fall like that? And it's like what's the? It's just gonna be so bad.
I didn't play the first one enough to be even that bothered.
This looks like a Far Cry
to be honest.
1 or 2 remaster. Is that point? It's like.
Yeah, it's Crysis 1 remaster.
Yeah, it's a remaster.
Like a remaster, but
no, it's a remaster, so it's like it's not gonna have anything new, and I'm kind of.
I mean, we shouldn't shit on it too much because it might be good, but it's just the first one. Just play the first one.
Crysis
like
2 and 3 were a really good game. But I think Crysis 1 was before its time.
Yeah,
I think it's just
that
that's what it was. It was just a tech demo.
Yeah, it's just nothing here is making me go, oh, I want to buy this game. Which it might be just trying to.
It'll be full price as well. It's got. I bet
trying to sell towards the people that like the original Crysis. In which case, that's not me. But it's nothing that's making me go, oh yeah, they're doing that really well. It's like it's harsh to say.
It just
this,
looks
but,
a souped-up version.
Like everything that this game is showcasing, I've seen in other trailers do that.
Yeah.
The like the way that monster was like, or the alien was like at the end there. It's not as good as
Cyberpunk's
like.
What the hell were they afraid of? Just make a new IP, man. Stop remaking stuff.
Hey. Look, right. No. If it wasn't for the fact that it was a leak, we'd be covering Resident Evil 4 remake. But it's a leak, so we won't talk about it until we get something substantial. Yeah, that's Crysis. Is it a Crysis game? Yes. Are people going to enjoy it if they like the original? Probably. But if you don't like Crysis, you might not like it. And because it's going to be full price, it's probably not the best way to get into the series. That's all I've got to say on Crysis Remaster. You guys got anything else?
No, I ain't got up.
If it's like 20 quid, maybe I'll get it.
I think it needs to be up for a tenner, man, for me to be like, yeah. But that's never going to happen.
It's summer sale. It's a summer sale game.
Yeah.
Or free for the month.
Alright, to end the news segment, because it has been going on for 40 minutes, Animal Crossing DLC. I'll let one of you two take the floor on this one.
You can swim now. No, well, from the 3rd of July, it's a free update, summer update. It's summer update of 1. There's going to be another summer update in August. I don't know what that entails. But you will be able to swim in the oceans. You'll be able to go down, grab different animals for your museum.
Yeah.
There's a new NPC with new furniture, loads of that. But that's basically, it's just a small, DLC. But it's free.
A little trailer, Chris? No?
No, because I didn't know it was a trailer. No. I left this for you guys to take the floor.
To be fair, there's not much to see anyway. It's just Animal Crossing. But the jump animation and everything is really good.
I don't know. I didn't play Animal Crossing New Horizons, so I don't really have much to say on this part. But like, I don't know.
I wish instead of doing a DLC, they let people have multiple islands. Like, that's my thoughts.
Yeah, I agree with that. They should have multiple islands. But yeah, I think it's going to be good. It's probably going to make me pick up the game again. I haven't played it in a
That's
week.
the whole purpose of it, yeah. Just every month something gets new added, people join back again and play it for.
There's a load of new crafting materials, items, furniture, new creatures to catch, new NPCs.
And you can swim.
Yeah, it's
like that's the best bit.
It's gonna be fun. It's opening a bit more, and then maybe after a year of release, they might even implement. You can have another island. You can find a desert island as you're swimming out there, and you can.
Please, Nintendo.
Hibernate and fucking reproduce.
Yes, they'll add reproduction.
That's never going to happen in a Nintendo game.
Into Animal Crossing.
Cause
this isn't Stardew Valley.
Why can you do
That's
that
a sick game.
Yeah.
You can have a kid.
Oh man, I need to play that game.
It's so good.
Bro, put that down. Casual Saturdays. There we go.
Nah, man, the online sucks balls.
No, it doesn't.
Stardew Valley.
It's broken as fuck, yeah.
I did it online. Well, this perfect segue into the next segment of what we've been playing, but like, I've played the online for Stardew Valley. It was pretty good. The only problem I had with it is you share. I'm pretty sure you shared money. That was the only problem I had with it.
But like, it's peak.
But like, it's if you're playing casually.
Oh no, they changed it. You don't have to have that option anymore, Chris.
Even then though, it's like if you're playing casually, it doesn't really matter because it's like
you're
just laid back and it's like you want to go just fucking grow some potatoes, man. Let's go fucking get some potatoes.
It's so good. It's honestly, Sam, it's so good.
Yeah, but it's like my issue with like playing single player Stardew Valley is like I just want to do the fucking fishing, man. I don't want to do the mines, but I have to do the mines. But now I can just fucking sit.
I like doing the
mines.
mines.
Legendary fish by the end of spring.
Yeah, this is the difference, Chris. Yeah, you're missing out on a whole new region of gaming if you don't mine and fish.
Yeah, but I know I do fish. Like, I do fish in Stardew Valley, but I don't mine. I don't want to do the mine. I just want to fish and grow food.
Have you ever played Monster Hunter?
Yeah, I played Monster Hunter.
Did you ever fish in that?
No. I didn't really play that much. I was playing it with some friends at the time, and they were just kind of like trying to get me through the story as fast as possible, and then we just stopped playing once I got through the story.
Man.
But no, so I don't like. I'm actually like super bad at Monster Hunter World, even though I've completed the story, just because I was relying on.
I like Monster Hunter
and stuff.
Yeah, the story is.
Minecraft is different. Minecraft is very different to Stardew Valley.
Minecraft is so immersive. That game literally sucks you into another
I
realm,
love that game, man.
Yeah, it's nuts. Yeah.
Ray tracing and a good texture pack.
I'm sorry,
it's
not immersive.
When right, so listen, if you're right.
I'm sorry if I can't get immersed.
If you 1 a.m.
I can't get immersed in a world in which there's a green fucking following me around that'll explode on me.
No, listen, right. So it's 1 a.m. You're
Five Nights at Freddy's.
You've got munches. You've got the game sound on, and you're literally doing there. You're building your house, mate. By the time it's like 6 a.m. in the morning.
No, I get your
point.
Yeah.
The kind of game is it literally just
it's 6 a.m. in the morning.
If I was doing drugs, I would be immersed in Minecraft. Yeah, if I took a tab of acid, maybe Minecraft, I might start seeing blocks in real life. Like, you know what's an underrated game for immersion, right?
What?
I just had this thought, and I can't remember the name. It was like a puzzle game in which you had like a bunch of like panels and shit on it. It was just like a pure puzzle game, and I can't remember what it's called now, and I hate the fact I brought this up.
Shall we go on to what we've been playing, Chris?
We are on what we've been playing. You think
we
Minecraft
did that.
immersion is news, Sam?
Why is that?
But like, I can't remember the name of the game, but it's like you get a bunch of panels and you got to line them up and like get from one end of the panel to the other and fix the puzzle properly. Someone in chat knows what I'm talking about.
I don't know what game you're on about, Chris. I don't know what that is.
It was released early to the PlayStation 4's life. I'm gonna quickly go through YouTube, see if I can find it.
Are you talking about Velocity, maybe?
No, it's not Velocity. But it's like that game is like underrated on immersion because you finish the game and you start seeing these fucking patterns in real life. You start lining things up in real life. You see your Tetleys, right? You see your fucking Tetleys and like your sugar kind of go, draw a line like
I had a mate once. That played Halo 2 that much. In real life, he looked down to look at his radar. IRL.
Oh, I saw that like Dota when they had bounty runes which give gold to your entire team every 5 minutes. People are saying they look at the fucking time and see, oh, it's 5 minutes, gotta go get my bounty runes. Wait, no, it's breakfast.
Yeah.
I found that was funny. I need to remember what the fuck this game is called.
Yeah, you do.
But
yeah. Anyway, right. Chris, Ninjala. This is the reason. It's a good game. It's hard. It's a lot like. Is it Dissidia? Final Fantasy Dissidia. Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You're comparing it to the wrong games for me to recognize
No,
it.
it's like Splatoon, but with that kind of combat.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
I haven't played it. So.
No, but you know what Splatoon looks like.
Yeah, I know what Splatoon looks like, but you go. Oh,
but have you seen what Dissidia gameplay is like? So it's like
I thought you were on about Disgaea when you mentioned it.
No, but I said Dissidia.
Yeah, but I thought you were on about Disgaea because I.
Yeah, the Final Fantasy game.
Yeah, you forget I don't play JRPGs.
Fighting game. Yeah, the game's.
I'm all up right. I'm rating the fact that these right. I'm becoming to like the free-to-play model. If I first pour my hours in and then I decide how much I want to spend.
Yeah.
And if they don't rip you off like to fuck, where it becomes like pay to win. But I am honestly like, especially the Switch, I'm loving these free-to-play games because they look good, they play good. You know, a lot of work's gone into it. So why, even if it is free to play, buy a little T-shirt for $5 or whatever. Support the developers, man, because they're doing a really good job.
Yeah, they are.
But yeah, the name of the game I was on about was The Witness.
Oh, The Witness, that fucked up puzzle game.
You finish that game and then you go back in real life and you go.
Yeah, you're right.
I
never finished that. I never finished it.
Things up. It's like it's really sick. And then it's like if you do a second playthrough, you find it's like you can win the game just at the start if you do a puzzle and line things up. I love it when
like Mist.
Oh no, but it's just like ball-achingly hard.
It's Mist, but you can actually walk around.
Alright, okay, yeah, because Mist were like a point and click. You go down the path, you click, you touch somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, Squiggle brings up good points. Like, not really like about Civ Rev in my opinion, because Civilization Revolution is garbage. But what does the Xbox need? Crisis isn't the answer. So what does the Xbox need?
The Xbox needs.
It needs a game, but what game?
It needs a fucking miracle, in my opinion.
If we have guys, we are Mr. CEO of Xbox himself. I can't remember his name. I'm sorry. He's a legend though, because he's turned them around. But what game would we get onto the Xbox to make it better in the PlayStation, or as good as we can? What is the?
Can we choose a PlayStation game?
You can choose any game there is.
I would want to see
Dead Rising, maybe.
What? Dead Rising
no.
Xbox One.
No. What?
Dead Rising 3 it was a launch title. It's garbage.
On the Xbox One.
Yeah. Dead Rising 3.
I think it was.
Dead Rising 3 is garbage, and it was.
Four as well. 4. It was 4.
Yeah,
no, 3 wasn't on the Xbox One, but the 4th one, I just remembered, and it was shit, wasn't it? Yeah.
Dead Rising 3
was
on it. Dead Rising 3 was on it, I'm pretty sure. Xbox One, yeah. Dead Rising 3 and 4. So yeah, there's 2 games on Dead Rising.
They need to make this game again. A sequel.
I need to borrow that. I ain't played that.
I need this.
I need to borrow that.
That right
this
there.
Game. That's a game they need to bring out for the Xbox.
I collect.
Wait, but
for
they have that on the
360,
Switch if you just remove Enchanted.
Yeah.
If you remove Enchanted, they have that on the Switch and in Smash.
Arms, no, mate. I played Arms. I played Arms the other day with my brother on my birthday. And
Dead Space, yeah, mate.
The worst game.
But it's in Smash now, so that's all you need.
Why don't EA make a new Dead Space? Yeah.
Dead Space 4, but they get to make it like Dead Space 1, not like Dead Space 3.
Look at that guy. Yeah, mate.
If they make Dead Space
Nice.
4, but it's like Dead Space 1, which they can't do because the company doesn't exist anymore, and I doubt they would sign for EA. Actually, no, EA can still make it. Right? Yeah, EA have the rights to it, so yeah, Dead Space 1. I don't think that would though.
No, they should just do
that
it.
wouldn't. That wouldn't. Because I'm not gonna say Dead Space is a bad game. It's a great game. I would love it. I would play it, but it's a horror game. Horror games don't sell well, even if they're really good, just because people don't like getting scared. They don't.
Dead Space 1 to 3, I'm pretty sure did very well. I think.
Yeah, but they would have done.
Dead Space 1 got some
Dead
awards.
Space 1 did well.
I think it got some awards or something.
Yeah,
it did. Dead Space 1
sales.
were really good.
Yeah, I know, but like, an award for a game is still like a fucking a boasting point, you know.
Yeah,
100%.
Like, didn't sell well. From the time it released till that year's December, it sold 420,000 units.
But it still
horror
doesn't
games
mean
don't
it's
sell
not a bad
well.
game.
I'm not saying. I'm not. No. What I'm saying is, it's a good game, but under the category of will save the Xbox. Something that won't sell well won't save the Xbox.
Yeah, but this is also takes me back to Skate 4.
Fuck off, we've already been through this.
No, I think that's a game that will possibly, if it's an Xbox exclusive, probably won't be, because I think there was 2 and 3 was out on the PS3. That's a game that could potentially bring up the Xbox in likes if it was a exclusive.
All I'm saying is, Skate is ass. Tony Hawk's is the way to go for skate games.
But no, I mean, I think Silent Hill PT, if that was like fully made and solely released on Xbox, would do better than Dead Space, but it would also just not save the Xbox or get close to it as something. That's
nothing's gonna save the Xbox.
Because if you look at like sales, of Call of Duty is the best example of why horror games don't sell. They sold Call of Duty World War II as like, oh, it's a horror game, and it sold the worst out of all Call of Duty games. Horror games just don't sell well because you instantly close off such a large.
You can't say that because Resident Evil, aren't they all done pretty fucking?
No, but it's the same with films, Sam.
Resident Evil 6 is
horror
the best
movies
selling
don't.
Resident Evil game.
Horror movies don't sell either.
I'm pretty sure Resident Evil 6. I'm pretty sure Resident Evil 6 is the best selling Resident Evil game. I'll double check that, but like.
I don't even like Skate. I couldn't get on board with the whole controlling. I just like my skating games to be arcade, you know, like.
Yeah.
Fast
I'm
and
a big Skate fan, but I'm also a big Tony Hawk's fan. I'm stoked for the new remake.
What I'm saying, Sam, with this, right, is that the best-selling Resident Evil games, in order of best to worst from this, is Resident Evil 5 at 12 million, Resident Evil 6 at 10 million, Resident Evil 4 at 8 million, and then Resident Evil 2 Remake sold 6.6 million. Resident Evil 7 sold 7.5 million. Like, you lose a lot of sales when you make a horror game.
Yeah.
Like Resident Evil 5 and 6, people aren't going to say those are the best Resident Evil games. But, other than me, I'll say Resident Evil 6 is the best Resident Evil game. But
you're such a dickhead, Chris.
Like,
what are you talking about?
The most action... Right, we're not talking about that. Yeah, that's another topic for another episode. But Resident Evil games, the best-selling ones, all 3 of them, are the action-oriented ones. Resident Evil 2 Remake, it's great. I'm playing through it now. It's fucking amazing.
I think that's 3 against 1, that, Chris.
6.6.
Yeah, I think that's 3 against 1.
Resident Evil 7, I've got that ready to play. It looks amazing. 7.5. Original Resident Evil 2,
play it.
6 million.
That'd be fucking horrible.
Yeah, okay, if you fucking get a GoFundMe going for the Switch and the Vive or Oculus, I'll...
What? Why are you getting all these presents? What's going on here,
Bro,
like?
I'm not fucking buying a VR headset because
you've got the most money?
Yeah, but I'm not...
This guy?
Chris, no deal. But like, I'm not buying a headset, a VR headset, just so you guys can hear stories about how I'm so
Chris,
scared.
no deal.
I can't play the games in VR. My PC's not good enough. I've got to buy a graphics card first. For the Spotify listeners,
Noel's not happy with that.
Gaming in chat, I said, Chris, no deal.
Noel Edmonds, no deal.
Fully agree.
So anyway, back to the original question we had before we got massively off topic. What would we have if you could make remake, remaster, or port any game to the Xbox One to save the Xbox One, what game would it be? Because one game could save it. I'm not saying it will compete with the PlayStation, but it could save it.
I don't think all would work, man.
One game could. If one game can bring millions of sales of the Xbox, like Halo did. Halo is the sole reason why the
that game died at
Xbox
3.
succeeded. Halo 1
that game died at 3.
Reasons why the original Xbox succeeded. So we've seen it. It's possible.
And Forza.
Animal Crossing sold so many Switches. So what game would make people buy?
I'll tell you
Xbox
what.
One?
Maybe if they added Nintendo support, like, I'd be on board with that. Because I like the Gamerscore stuff, and I like Nintendo games.
I don't know. I feel like if you're going to bring up a Nintendo game, Smash would do better just because Xbox has better netcodes and stuff like that. Xbox Live is just better than Nintendo's online. So I think Smash would do better
Bloodborne.
than Crossing. Bloodborne wouldn't because it's not going to bring up any PlayStation. Guys. Conker.
Which one?
Conker's Bad Fur Day.
N64?
Remastered to the... not remastered in the way that it was on the original Xbox, but remastered to the Xbox One could do it, in my opinion. But
I don't know, because they did Banjo-Kazooie, and
they won't do it.
like, that's one of my favourite games ever, of all time, and
Jet Set?
I don't know. It don't...
I think an original Xbox
It don't bring enough sales in.
I think
It's just a nostalgia trip, isn't it?
And
People buy it, and then they'll play it for 10 minutes.
Jet Set could do it.
Jet Set
Willy, Jet Set Radio, either one.
Jet Set Willy?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's an original Xbox game.
Jet Set Willy?
I'm gonna double
Nah.
check this.
No, Jet Set Radio
you-
was Sega Dreamcast.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, but it was also on Xbox. Yeah, Jet Set Willy's game.
What you...
Radio
Jet Set Willy's game.
Future.
It's not this. It's not a Jet Set game because it's like fucking on the ZX Spectrum. It's a game, but no, Jet Set Radio was on the original Xbox. Pokemon maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Pokemon Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, like, maybe the time's passed for that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Pokemon would.
I miss that era of, like, weird, wacky games, like 90s, where they didn't know what they were doing with 3D.
They're only coming out in the weird, wacky sequels for the
Yeah.
wacky games like Crash. Crash? Not Crash. Ratchet and Clank maybe.
No, because Ratchet and Clank's an exclusive.
Nah.
If they could make a Sonic game,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
as good as Sonic, not none of this fucking 06, none of this fucking boom, right? A good Sonic game, maybe Sonic could do it. Like if it was an exclusive.
Sonic
I
what?
don't know.
06, Chris?
Sonic in the style of Omania.
Isn't it already on the Xbox?
Yeah, but I mean, like, if it was an exclusive.
I think they should just make Shadow the Hedgehog, Chris, and I think that will just...
You mean Shadow the Hedgehog? You mean not Shadow the Hedgehog, Shadow the Hedgehog, because all he does is talk
Shadow
about
the
dying.
Hedgehog will revive
No,
the
it's-
Xbox.
It's
Nah,
Shadow
Sam,
Hedgehog.
you're pronouncing it with a H. It's not. There's no H. It's just Hedgehog because
It's
it's so
Hedgehog.
fucking edgy.
A fucking Joel Wield.
He's fucking got fucking dual wield MP5s. Time splitters, bro. Time splitters.
Oh, mate, Time Splitters. Time
Fucking-
Splitters.
Banger of a game, man. Like if they.
You know what? This might be the only time we'll all agree.
Yeah, Time Splitters. I would fucking buy an Xbox One to play Time Splitters. It's been so long. Please.
It has been so long.
Oh, Prime, have you played Sonic Mania? That's a fucking good Sonic game. It's got new shit, it's got old shit, it's really fucking good. But like, yeah,
Time Splitters, Fruity Perfect.
There is a window for it. There is a window for it because before the argument was they can't because it's too raunchy, but now Destroy All Humans is out, and I fucking would say it's about
Time,
evil
right?
and
No,
raunchy.
it's literally like Time Splitters is a matter of time. Like there's no doubt about it. It's been a very big.
Who owns Time Splitters now?
I think it's
Not
the reason
sure.
why it's not coming
Not
out
sure.
anymore is
Is
a
it EA?
few people have got their hands in it, and no one's willing to part.
One team has a license. One team has a license on it because it was.
There was talks about it early last year,
but it wasn't. There wasn't. They said there wasn't enough thing, and the remade version has come out since 360. Koch Media.
I need to play Mania.
Right, there's one thing when Koch Media did.
Yeah, same.
1 second. Crytek maybe.
Crytek?
No, Koch Media.
No.
Koch Media.
Oh, right, what's that?
Crotch Media.
Koch Media, not Crotch. Koch. K-O-C-H.
Crotch Media.
Koch Media. What games have they made? They have made. They're a publishing company that owns Deep Silver and Ravenscourt.
Oh, so fucking Dead Island's theirs then.
Imagine making
Deep Silver did Dead Island.
Not making. Right, Koch Media video games. They have made. Tell me if you recognize any of these names. Wasteland 3.
Yep.
Lost Horizon. Sacred 2. Hunt
Yep.
Showdown.
Yep.
We've all heard of that game. Stalker Clear Sky.
Yeah, baby.
The whole Stalker series, apparently.
Oh,
Gothic.
yeah, Stalker. Yeah.
Did they do Stalker?
They did. They're a publishing company, so. Gothic.
Did they have a logo change at any point?
No fucking clue. They've made Gothic. They made Saints Row, Dead by Daylight, Tropico,
Nice.
Metro 2033 Redux.
Shit, these guys are
Blade.
important.
The more I read this, the more unwilling I am to believe they actually made this, because they also made fucking Ride to Hell Retribution. Have you guys heard of Ride to Hell Retribution?
Can you get a little gameplay trailer up of that?
I don't think we can without breaking Twitch TOS. It's a biker game with a horrible story,
Oh no, yes I have. It takes from the Road Rage series.
Fucking sexy.
Yeah.
It's from Leisure Suite Larry. Shenmue 3 Story Quest. These are probably not just. They probably didn't make all these games. They probably worked on some of them.
Yeah.
Kingdom Under Fire. Like, you know how like Gearbox is under like every single fucking game made by Microsoft.
Yeah.
Duke Nukem Critical Mass. Yeah, they've at least worked on some big names. Big name games.
They have.
They have all these companies. They have Deep Silver, Fish Labs, Warhorse Studios, Milestone SRL, Koch Studio Media. I don't know what that means. Koch Media UK, Korean Softline, 18 Point, and KSM GmbH. Some of them are weird, but like,
yeah.
Did they make the whole Metro series?
Does that include the latest one, Last Light? Is it Last Light?
Yeah, it's Last Light.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's Exodus.
No.
Metro Exodus.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Exodus.
Deep Silver. Deep Silver is a subsidiary of them, and
shit.
they own. This is where it gets weird. So Koch Media owns Deep Silver, and Deep Silver owns 4A. So they own.
It sounds like a tax evasion scheme.
They own the publishing company that own the team. So
it does, doesn't it?
They publish the publishing company.
Yeah, it sounds like they want to avoid a little bit of tax.
So yeah, they own the stuff that own the stuff. All right. Yeah, so that's how they been part of so many big games. But they own the rights, so it's not a case of they don't have the money, and it's not a case of they're scared of They're scared of repercussions because they made fucking Mountain Blade and Metro Exodus. So I think they're gonna wait. Waiting for a team to be able to work on it.
Well, let's hope next gen, mate.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking.
High chance that
Time Splitters 4 would make me want to get a Series X. Whether I'll end up buying it or not depends on how stingy I am.
Literally,
if anything, it's coming to Sony.
It doesn't matter
it's
how
coming
good
to Sony
the PlayStation 5. But it doesn't matter how good the PlayStation 5 is. If Time Splitters 4 is on the Xbox One X, I'm gonna be getting an Xbox One X eventually.
Yeah, if it was exclusive, mate, I generally think that could be the game that could really do something for Xbox.
No, it wouldn't, because all Xbox Series X games have been confirmed to be coming to PC. No, it wouldn't make me get an Xbox
right,
Series X.
okay.
Nothing would make me get an Xbox Series X.
Is this what they're doing now? Is this their like thing to come back at Sony? Like, because it's shit. It's really
their
shit.
thing to come back at Sony is like, look, guys,
Like, your store's too expensive. No one's gonna buy your fucking PC games, mate.
Here's the thing. Literally, they've already done the ultimate console, and that's the piece.
Here's the thing. Here's my opinion on it. It's like, people have been saying for ages, oh, we want companies to be more consumer friendly, and now Microsoft are doing that. Nobody's gonna give Microsoft any money for that, like,
because they've got no fucking titles, mate. I don't care if it's the world's fastest console, You've got no fucking games.
Yeah, I know,
like, you've got zilch.
Even if they had games, it's like, as I say, even if fucking Time Splitters 4 was released for Xbox Series X, I'm not buying an Xbox Series X. There's nothing that can make me get it because it'll be on PC at least eventually.
The dashboard's gonna be shit. I can guarantee it's gonna be a corporate horrible dashboard like they all have been. It's disgusting. Like, they're not gonna sell any consoles, man.
Say disgusting is gonna be said disgusting.
The 360 had the best dashboard.
Yes,
like,
the slides. Do you remember?
Yeah. It was more straightforward. It was quite appealing. It was simple. Yeah, it was.
No. PlayStation 2.
You can't really call it a dashboard, man.
There was no dashboard there unless you had your disc tray out.
Yeah.
You got start game, and then you got memory card, and then you got options, and everyone went into the options and pretended they knew.
Honestly, I'll be honest. That's better than the Xbox dashboard at the moment.
And your like little brother would change the language settings to fucking Japanese, and you can access.
Chris, there were no dashboard.
It's a dashboard. It's just not. It's a primitive dashboard. In the same way that
a
sharpened wooden stick is a weapon, it's a primitive weapon.
Yeah, he's got a point.
It's a primitive dashboard. There wasn't enough memory to make a proper dashboard like you see nowadays.
Are you saying on the PS2?
Yeah, PlayStation 2. That start game, memory card, options. That's a primitive dashboard.
No, because you literally, if you plug in your game, you don't have no start game.
You do.
No,
you can access your memory card.
Can you turn it off?
You have to have your disk drive out, and then it's just got a picture of a disk on it.
No, because you access you start your PlayStation 2 up, and you have a game in there, and then you have start game, memory card.
Nah, you don't. It automatically starts.
Chris,
it automatically starts.
It automatically starts.
Bro, I never took games out of the PlayStation 2, and I remember this.
Well, your dad.
Nah, mate. There's no start game.
All I'm saying is,
modded, mate. You had a modded PlayStation.
I just googled PlayStation 2 dashboard, and there's a video here with 20,000 views, made back in 2010.
Mate, do you want me to load up my PlayStation now and show you?
Yeah.
Nah, it ain't.
Do it, Sam.
Bro, nah, it is. Yeah, nah, it is. This, I'm gonna share my screen. This is a dashboard. This is a primitive dashboard.
Yeah, where's play game, you dickhead?
There's no play game.
It just starts up when the disc's in.
Yeah, and you put a disc in, and then you play. That's how you start. It's still a dashboard. Just because your game starts automatically doesn't mean it's not a dashboard.
Yeah, but you're comparing this with something completely different.
The aesthetic. This is legendary. That bit there is legendary. Like that fucking the sound. No, bro.
That was very similar to
Xbox.
Tell me, just
Xbox.
listen to this and tell me that you don't want to hear this again in your life.
I prefer the PlayStation 1.
The PlayStation 1's the better one. But yeah, PS2.
We did put this in
that only
it brings me back.
If your game was fucked or your dad modded PlayStation.
Yeah.
Alright, bro, okay, you don't need to fucking out my dad in front of people like this, okay? He's gonna watch this. And he's gonna leave a comment he's gonna leave an angry comment on the video.
Nah,
bro, he's legendary. Absolutely.
Yeah,
I chipped Xbox as well. Fucking
mate. Some people.
Fucking sick. I had all my games. I had all my games downloaded onto the Xbox. I didn't need any discs.
Yeah.
I think we still have like a old like disc bag. It's like a flip book, but you have discs in it, and it's just filled with chipped Xbox games. I think we've got that around somewhere. It's got some bangers on it. It's got like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles like side-scrolling brawler game on there.
Yeah, mate, there was some fantastic games for that console.
We need to save this for an Xbox only podcast episode. But
Yeah.
we have been going for an hour and 15 minutes now, so unless you guys have any more like interesting games to say, I think
questions are out.
Yeah.
No questions.
Actually, I want to talk about something. I've started playing Resident Evil 2, which is something, if you knew me, you didn't think I would ever fucking play a game like that. Because it's a horror game.
Or the remake?
Remake. I will play the original, but I am playing the remake first because the remake got less content on the scenarios. Beautiful. So if I play the original, I'll have played the scenarios on the remake already.
Have you seen the? Do you remember we were in lecture when?
Yeah, the lighting.
We were getting showed the cameras and the lighting. Have you been in that scene yet?
Yeah.
It's weird, man.
I've just gone out the police department. I've gone through about 4 pairs of pants.
Nice.
I'm really bad at it. I'm not gonna lie. Mr. X has been stuffing me into lockers all throughout the police department.
Nice.
Lickers have been absolutely just molesting me at every corner. I can deal with the normal zombies most of the time. Lickers, on the other hand, I just can't. Yeah, and then there's prime example over here.
Well done on the plot.
Trophy. Yeah, okay. Well, I didn't get through half the stuff that I left the RPD with like all the lockers that needed unlocked and stuff. I'm not staying. There's lickers everywhere. I spent so much ammo clearing out like the west wing and the east wing. I was like, it's fine now. And then fucking go to the underground underground with G1 and then the parking lot. Come back. There's like 50 million fucking lickers all over the place, and I can't deal with them.
Jordan, didn't you beat Dark Souls 1 with just the broken sword?
Yeah, okay, if he has, and this guy is like a absolute...
Mate, have you seen that guy beat Dark Souls 1 on the bongo drums for the GameCube?
Yeah.
Mate, that guy is next level.
Have you seen the guy play it with the Dance Dance Revolution, mate? You imagine how tiring
I think I might have seen that one as well.
Fucking through the Nameless King's 2 phases. Like, you go through the Nameless King's 2 phases, and you fucking just... on a Dance Dance Revolution, man. You gotta be in shape as fuck to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, right, Jordan, right? I can fucking walk. I know you can walk right past them, but I'm shit at it, okay? I'm really bad at it.
I feel like you've just got to... It's just practicing it.
You're bad at 6 as well, aren't you, Chris?
Fam, it's a co-op game. I have to deal with like.
It's his favourite one, yeah, and he's so bad at it.
I'm good at it. I fucking completed the main game with S rankings on everything. I can fucking play with you with B ranking instantly. Like, it's impossible to play the game when you're having to kill all the zombies. I'm just gonna say it, Sam. You're worse than the fucking AI partner.
That's nasty.
I would rather take an AI Helena over you any day.
Wow.
Because you're so chong and out of it.
I am. I was gonna say.
See the zombies in front of you, bro. It's like you're telling me there's a zombie behind me. I look behind me. There's nothing there. And then I actually get attacked by the zombie that I was looking at because I'm like, oh no, there's a bigger threat behind me.
Oi, but you were chong last night on Dungeon Defenders when you were saying that you got your hands full and you were attacking one enemy.
Yeah.
That's because I just cleared them all. Like I just overheated.
You have no excuse, boy.
I do. Because one enemy was enough to kill that thing because it was on like 10 HP. We won't get into it here because it's a podcast, but like it was on 10 HP, one enemy was enough to kill it, so therefore my hand...
Are we ready to wrap this up?
Yeah, anyway, yeah. No, I just wanted
It's been like an hour and a half-ish.
Before you guys started saying I'm shit at games.
Oh, sorry, I didn't... I thought you'd finished.
Yeah, so I've just gone out the police department in it. It's a fucking... There's parts of the game I don't like, and that's the old school elements. Like, the puzzles don't make any fucking sense. Like,
you bloody zoomer.
What do you mean? You telling me it makes fucking perfect sense for a police department to have 3 statues in which you have a fucking pin lock on them? You got to take the medallions, put them in another statue, the main hall, and that is the right way to go.
Yes.
How else would they?
That is the perfect way.
I don't know. A fucking keypad. Like.
Well, it's a remake of a game that was made time ago, Chris, so just get with it, you know?
I don't know, the other parts of it are really good, though. I really enjoyed just running through the police department. You really get like a feel for like the police department. It makes you feel like Raccoon City Police Department.
That game was so shit.
You start mapping out in your head, and the more and more you play, the less and less you actually have to look at the map. Because you spend all your time running away. Mr. X is perfect. Like I'm very cautious playing that game, and I don't like running because the zombies get alerted to where I am. But Mr. X is there, and I just kind of have to. But no, he's there's only one time he's cornered me and stuffed me into a corner and just pummeled me. It's been really good. It's got a lot of elements I wish more developers learn from when making games, and I wish they learned from when they made Resident Evil 3, because I've heard from that game that Nemesis is like nothing. He doesn't actually appear in actual gameplay as much as Mr. X does. He doesn't chase you like he does in the original. So, but no, I'm definitely gonna play for Resident Evil 2.
I need to get it. I played the originals, but my cousin has said that the remake is pretty sick. Pretty sick.
Yeah. I'm gonna play for Resident Evil 2. I'm gonna do all 4. I'm gonna do Leon A, B, Claire A, B, and then the Punk, the 4th Survivor. I'm gonna do Tofu, the 5th Survivor, and I'm gonna do the Ghost Survivors. And then I'm gonna probably get play through Resident Evil 7 and 3 and then 1. And I'm really looking forward to doing the originals. Really look forward to it.
Chris loves Resident Evil.
Yeah, it's actually like, other than Halo, Resident Evil has been the only franchise I've actually been a fan of. I'm not a fan of franchises often because they always normally have a stinker in them. But
yeah, you are right.
You're a stinker, Chris.
Oh, great.
You're a stinky
stinker.
stinker.
From you, okay? Fucking worse than
Dirty
AI
stinker.
Resident Evil 6.
My breath smells good.
Fucking gameplay doesn't know, does it?
Oi, you got the same rank as me.
That's smack talk.
Because I died because of you. I died 3 times and I got the same rank as you. And I still got the same rank as you. What does that say?
3 times though, Chris.
I haven't played that game in about 5-10 years.
No excuse for being bad at first person.
Yeah, mate. When we were playing Castle Crashers the other day, mate, that game, I fucking did everything on that game.
I did so shit.
It's so hard.
It is.
Bro, I don't know why it's so difficult now. I don't know why it's so difficult. I like, maybe
solid boomer energy, but right there.
Allergic to the enemies.
I think 3 points. I would say it's probably the boomer reaction speed, the chongness, and I think everything just blends in with each other.
I think Nathan.
It does as well. It does, man.
I think Nathan, in between sessions of Castle Crashers, you have to go and fucking level up to catch up. You're like level 4.
Yeah, I'm
like
gonna have
7.
to. I'm gonna level a level 10 if you don't mind, and just be a bit ahead of you. Because
I have abandonment issues.
I would say that's a nice wrap on that one.
Yeah, that's the news. That's what we've been playing. This has been We Are Era. Like, subscribe, leave a comment if you enjoyed it. Follow us on Spotify or our socials at Augustine Game, at Gillybeard _ at CBoyC260. Yeah. Is there anything else you guys want to plug while we're here?
Nah, man.
Your ass.
This has been We Are Era episode 3. Thanks for tuning in. Hope to see you
Cheers.
guys next week.